The darkness of night hangs like a heavy cloak, pressing down on you as you lay wide awake, staring at the ceiling. The clock blinks 3 a.m., its red digits relentless, each passing minute a reminder of the choices that brought you here. Anxiety gnaws at your insides, a cold fist squeezing tighter with every tick. All around you lies the unbearable silence of your dreams of comfort, security, and a future free from financial shackles. Yet here you are, paralyzed by the weight of the reality staring back at you. You wake with a jolt, your heart racing, as vivid images invade your mind. Last month's rent payment declining in a public place. The shame of that moment rushes back, flooding your thoughts. The cashier's polite yet pitying smile felt like a dagger to your pride. You remember the whispers that followed your departure, the subtle glances that illustrated your perceived failure. Why do you let yourself sink deeper into this abyss, a place where humiliation breeds and shame tells you that you are not worthy of freedom? Your mind races back to that fateful night not long ago, when you turned down invitations from friends. You feared the look in their eyes when they noticed your tightened financial grip, their judgment growing sharper than the dull ache in your heart. They don't understand your struggle. They're caught in a cycle of mindless consumption, while you sit on the edge of despair, grappling with a fear that grips you like a vice. What if things don't change? What if you never escape this cycle of debt? And then you see it. The nightmarish thought that lingers beneath the surface. Is this it? Is there no way out? As you toss and turn, you're struck anew by the haunting voice of your inner critic. You're a fool, it hisses, reminding you of your past choices. Overspending on that shiny car that turned heads but dragged you deeper into the mud of monthly payments. You remember the day you convinced yourself that luxury defined you. You'll catch up, you told yourself. But those days feel distant now, memories overshadowed by the growing panic of a future clouded with uncertainty. And just when you thought the day's agonies would fade with the night, another reality comes crashing in. You've spent years building a life on fragile foundations, and the financial approaches that worked for your friends do not seem to apply to you. Worry about it tomorrow, you've told yourself so many times, until tomorrow becomes a recurring nightmare. You just keep waking up, time slipping through your fingers like grains of sand, each grain a lost opportunity, a missed chance to claim your dignity. Now you stand on the precipice of an impending financial crisis that threatens to consume anyone caught unprepared. As Warren Buffett recently warned, with his $381 billion calling, prepare for the worst in 2026. Your heart sinks a little lower, because you know intuitively that this caution isn't just for others, it's your reality too. The fear rises like bile in your throat. The dreams you had built are now crumbling like old plaster. The silence of the night is a stark companion to the thoughts that whisper, what will you do when 2026 arrives? But let's pause for a moment of clarity, shall we? Many avoid this introspection, but when you face it straight on, you can see the path ahead. It becomes clearer. Life offers no handouts, no gentle nudging toward success. It demands tenacity and wisdom, possessions only a select few learn to harness. The hard truth is, you are not alone in this struggle. Millions feel this way too, caught in the spiral of unsustainable living, shackled by debt, wrestling with insomnia. And that's where most people get it wrong. They diminish their agony to mere stress. No, it's more significant than that. So ask yourself sincerely, if I identified with this fear, this insatiable shame, what would I do about it? The choice lies firmly in your hands. Do you allow this nightmare to persist, clinging on to your shame in silence? Or can you embrace the brutal reality so you can build a future filled with dignity, the kind you know you deserve? If you identified with this pain, with the dreams slipping through your fingers, don't hesitate. Subscribe to embark on a journey toward reclaiming your dignity. Let's face the harsh realities head on and turn the tides in your favor. The path may be challenging, and the road ahead daunting, but every journey begins with the first step, and it is never too late. Stay with me as we delve deeper into the heart of the issues that have left you paralyzed with fear, suffocated by shame, and desperate for change. Because just beyond this darkness lies the possibility of freedom, and I'm here as your guide, ready to illuminate the way. Warren Buffett is often hailed as the Oracle of Omaha, revered not just for his astounding wealth but more importantly, for the wisdom he embodies. Now let's strip away the billionaire facade he wears with ease and see him as he truly is. A grandfather saver. Not the kind of grandfather who spoils you with indulgence, but one who teaches you the hard lessons. His teachings radiate simplicity, a beacon amid the clutter and chaos of relentless consumerism. But what he said about debt changed everything for me. Navigating this labyrinth of financial turmoil seems impossible when the shadows of imposter syndrome loom large. Yet, amidst this financial chaos, Buffett offers concepts that resonate with extraordinary clarity. Avoid debt, he insists. It seems straightforward, almost too simplistic for a man who has amassed an empire worth over $381 billion. But therein lies the genius of his philosophy. The wisdom that Buffett imparts does not come garbed in complexity. It's rooted in a profound understanding of human nature and the collective struggle against financial temptation. Picture this. You are scrolling through your social media feed, your friends flaunting their latest purchases as if each shiny item shouts, "Look at me." The pressure mounts, doesn't it? Each post pulls you further into the abyss of lifestyle creep, where the belief that you deserve everything you see distorts your reality. The whispers of "keep up with the Joneses" rise above the sirens of sensible saving. This is the societal cacophony that leads you astray. It blinds you to the wisdom of restraint, the kind that Buffett embodies with grace and authenticity. Amidst the thrumming chaos of your financial life, Buffett remains a soft voice, urging you to practice patience. He learned early on that the path to wealth does not come from an endless pursuit of things, but from prudent investment and disciplined living. Think about that for a moment. Each dollar spent on fleeting pleasures is a dollar taken away from building a secure future. And that's where most people get it wrong. They confuse short-term happiness with long-term stability. Buffett's approach is an antidote to the immediate gratification that engulfs many of us. He posits that true wealth stems from understanding the importance of compound interest and the value of saving. Imagine the power of accumulating wealth slowly, steadily, like a sturdy tree growing tall, deeply rooted, while the flashiness of instant gratification withers away like autumn leaves. He often says, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." It's an irrefutable truth that screams of self-control and foresight, a counsel so painfully absent from our current mindset, lost in a sea of extravagant spending. But let's step back for a moment. It's easy to dismiss Buffett's message as antiquated advice reserved for the financially savvy. You might say, "Warren lives in a different world. I can't simply stop spending." But let me challenge you here. Those who fail to heed his wisdom leave themselves exposed to the devastating pitfalls of debt, a prison from which escape feels hopeless. The emotional ups and downs you face as you juggle expenses lead to insomnia and stress. As you claw your way back from spirals of chaos, Buffett stands patiently at the exit, beckoning you toward a path paved with dignity. Now, amid your struggle with financial chaos, ask yourself, are you the craftsman of your financial landscape, or merely a victim of circumstances? If you dig deep into your emotions, you'll realize that many have walked this same dark path. Yet there are those who rise above the pressures of consumerism, wielding the lessons imparted by Buffett like powerful tools for emancipation. Now let's uncover the critical distinction. While many cling to the illusions of financial success measured by material possessions, Buffett advocates for a lifestyle of simplicity, a life unfettered by debt. However, in today's frenetic world, where keeping up with appearances seems essential, this advice may appear radical. How can you strip away the complexities of living to embrace a more straightforward lifestyle? The answer isn't tucked away in the clouds. It's rooted in the basic tenets of dignity and freedom. And here's the harsh truth. Every moment spent entangled in the web of debt is a moment relinquished from building a future in which you hold the keys. Each dollar wasted on fleeting pleasures traps you further in bondage, that sense of being enslaved by financial desperation, where focused energy toward building wealth shifts into efforts merely to survive. When will you draw the line? It's high time you realize that clarity comes not from following the flashy paths laid by others, but rather from understanding that strength lies in simplicity. To cultivate a mindset of growth and cultivated patience, you must learn to prioritize your financial dignity. Warren Buffett's wisdom serves as a lighthouse guiding you through turbulent waters, illuminating the way to freedom through choices marked by discipline. As you ponder the complexities of your financial journey, remember this: the grand lessons, no matter how simple they may seem, can steer you away from chaos and toward the quiet confidence that comes with financial freedom. Embrace his teachings and lean into the uncomfortable realities of your present. The future you desire, one filled with security and dignity, awaits, but it demands your commitment and action. The path to peace isn't through endless consumption, but through the willingness to embrace frugality, the audacity to lose sight of fleeting trends, and the courage to stand alone in your resolve. So as we shift deeper into our exploration, hold on to this thought. Perhaps, just perhaps, the very chaos you feel today can be transformed into clarity tomorrow, paving the way to a more visually rewarding and financially stable existence. Now, are you ready to reclaim your dignity? Let's venture into the ruthless diagnosis that awaits, for it is in understanding the root of this agony that you will find resilience and purpose. Together, we will dissect the mechanics of your financial struggles and uncover actionable strategies to emerge victorious. Stay with me as we proceed, for the journey to transformation is just beginning. You stand amidst the ashes of dreams unfulfilled, embers of hope smoldering in an otherwise dark landscape. It's time to strip away the illusions and face the cold, hard truth. You are failing, and the reasons will tear at your heart like a ravenous wolf. It's crucial to recognize the three insidious foes that prey on your financial well-being: the math of debt, the social status trap, and lifestyle creep. Each one beckons to you with a seductive allure, ensnaring you in a web of despair and false security. Let's break this down, starting with the math of debt. It's stark, relentless, and if you think ignoring it will make it disappear, you are sorely mistaken. Consider this. Each time you swipe a credit card, you're not just purchasing a product, you're also incurring a debt that compounds faster than your ability to pay it off. When you crunch the numbers, you see the ugly truth. Interest rates weaving a tapestry of financial bondage that chokes you month after month, year after year, with no end in sight. And that's where most people get it wrong. They mix up necessity with luxury. I know you may have convinced yourself that carrying debt is acceptable, or even necessary to maintain a semblance of comfort. Yet deep down, you know the truth is far more damning. With each dollar spent on interest, you're effectively paying a tax on your own lifestyle. And that tax is robbing you of your freedom. Each delayed payment, each minimum balance, serves as a reminder of your shackled existence, and the time for pretending enough is enough has long faded. But let's not stop there. You're also caught in the sacred social status trap. It's a brutal reality, one that has you gripping your wallet when the weight of your decisions should feel liberating. As images of your friends flaunting vacations, new cars, and flashier wardrobes overrun your social media feeds, you feel that oppressive pressure to keep up. Why don't I have that? You ask yourself as those hidden whispers grow louder within. But here's the kicker. Those very possessions are often purchased on credit or through loans that string them to futures fraught with anxiety. You end up comparing your insides to their outsides, measuring your worth against artificial standards set in the glitzy world of social media. The more you try to fit the mold of success as dictated by society's ever-shifting bars, the more you find yourself deep in a pit of dissatisfaction and despair. You might say, "But I need to look successful. It's how life operates in this world." And I hear you. It's a struggle that resonates with countless others who are all grappling with the same insidious inference. But let me pull back the curtain for a moment. That quest for social validation ensnares you in a cycle of despair, leaving no room for genuine connection, only a superficial race that leads to isolation. But even if you were to fight back against the social narrative, you would still face the lurking specter of a lifestyle creep, that deceptive companion that fills your life with fleeting pleasures and encourages you to spend more as you earn more. It seems harmless at first, just a little upgrade here, a better meal out there. But here's the brutal truth. Lifestyle creep is a weight that drags you down, like a heavy stone tied around your neck as you struggle to float to the surface. Even a minor increase in your income can quickly lead you to believe that you deserve all of life's luxuries, luxuries that were once fantasies in your mind. But as those expenses rise alongside your earnings, you trap yourself in the delusion that more money will equate to more happiness. What folks like you often fail to see is that each dollar spent is a dollar robbed of future security. The irony is gut-wrenching. While you chase the illusion of freedom, you are building chains that will imprison you. The question then, is not whether you fit into this story. It's how deep are your roots in these financial demons that keep you up at night. So let me confront you with a sobering reality no one wants to hear. No one is coming to save you. Not a guardian angel, not a generous friend, and certainly not a miracle windfall. If you're not willing to confront these ugly truths, things will only worsen, and your situation will spiral further out of control. Ignoring the situation does not make it disappear. This anxiety respects no borders. Name it. Call it out. No matter where you are, we're in this together. Write in the comments which city or country you are watching from, because the journey to reclaiming your financial dignity and freedom knows no geographical limits. Now, I want you to feel this deeply. If you find yourself facing this reality with a sinking heart, you're not alone. Millions of others are standing at this precipice, grappling with the depth of their choices, trapped in a cycle of despair that threatens to consume them whole. But here's the pivotal moment. It's time to face it. Call it what it is: shame, fear, humiliation. But more importantly, allow it to fuel your resolve. Let's take this painful diagnosis and shift the focus onto empowerment. You must begin to dismantle the illusions and square your shoulders against the brutal reality of your circumstances. Only then can you forge a new path, one littered not with consumerist regret but with purpose and dignity. In the upcoming blocks, we will construct the blueprint for a life free from the chains of debt and societal judgments. We will unravel the truths that may feel heavy now, but will ultimately ignite the fire of your transformation. So hold on, because while the path ahead may be rugged, it's in that very struggle that your true strength will emerge. Stay with me. We will navigate this together, hand in hand, toward a brighter financial future. Welcome to a pivotal moment in your financial journey. It's time to roll up your sleeves and build a fortress that can weather the storm of uncertainty ahead. In this block, we will outline your battle plan, the tactical solution that stands between you and the destruction that Warren Buffett warned about. The stakes are high, and what follows will require your unwavering commitment to reclaiming your dignity and freedom. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is about constructing the bedrock of your financial future. Are you ready? Let's dive into the concrete steps you need to take to rewrite your financial story. We will lay out 4 non-negotiable pillars that will serve as your guideposts, helping you navigate through the chaos of financial distress. Pillar 1, the Dignity Fund. Your first step toward a stable future is creating what I call the Dignity Fund. This isn't just an emergency fund, it's your sanctuary, a financial cushion that protects you from life's unexpected shocks. So, what exactly does building this fund entail? It's time for you to engage in some serious soul-searching and aggressive budgeting. Start by analyzing your current expenditures. Stop right now and take a hard look at your spending patterns. I know it's cringeworthy, but you must confront the truth. The first move? Cut unnecessary subscriptions. Those monthly streaming services that you likely use only once or twice, cancel them. That gym membership for a facility you never visit? Cancel it. Every dollar saved should be redirected into your Dignity Fund. Aim to build at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This amount will vary depending on your lifestyle and fixed costs, but it's a worthy goal. The idea here is not to gather fluff, it's to cultivate a sense of security that you can lean on. But let's be real, this won't be easy. You may have to make sacrifices that feel painful right now, but remember, you are digging into the roots of your own financial soil. While it stings to cut back, visualize that sweet release of being free from the grip of financial anxiety when you reach your goal. With every dollar added to your Dignity Fund, you pull yourself one step closer to peace of mind. Pillar 2, the No Debt Pact. Next up is the No Debt Pact. This is not just a clever phrase. This represents a commitment, a line in the sand. You're at a point where you must choose to eliminate debt from your life, not just manage it. Take this pledge seriously. I will no longer swipe a card unless I can pay it in full immediately. Now let's be specific with actionable steps that mean business. First and foremost, it's time to sell the car. Yes, you heard me correctly. If it's not essential for your daily life, turn it into cash. You are not your possessions. Your worth is not defined by the car parked in your driveway. Next, it's crucial to cut your credit cards from your life. I'm talking about physically cutting them if you must, or at the very least, storing them away in a place where accessing them feels like an emotional hurdle. not an everyday convenience. Embrace the discomfort. Transition to a budgeting system that relies solely on cash or a debit card tied to your dignity fund. Let me reiterate, if you don't have the cash, you don't make the purchase. Think about this for a moment. Just picture walking into a store, devoid of the credit card that has enabled reckless behavior. Each item you contemplate buying turns into an opportunity to feel empowered and deliberate. No more acting out of impulse. This simple act can create a world of difference and push you off the wheel of consumerism. Pillar 3, the compound interest rule. Now we arrive at an extraordinarily potent pillar within your financial strategy, the compound interest rule. This isn't just another piece of jargon, it's the golden key to financial health. Here's what you need to do. Start investing now. Time is not on your side with looming uncertainty on the horizon. Start with whatever you can, be it $50 or $500 a month. Open a tax-advantaged account, like an IRA or 401k, and set automatic contributions. The beauty lies in the magic of compounding. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Don't wait. The time to act is now. You may feel overwhelmed. You might hear that insidious voice whispering, "I don't have enough to invest." But let me remind you, these are merely excuses masquerading as reality. Start small if need be, and as you build your dignity fund and cut out debt, incrementally increase your contributions. Treat your future self with the respect and dignity it deserves. Let's make this even clearer. Get familiar with the SATRI, rule of 72. Divide 72 by the annual interest rate you're earning, and that will give you an estimate of how many years it will take for your investment to double. Understand that wisdom. Every penny becomes more as you navigate through the financial landscapes of tomorrow. Pillar 4, the lifelong learning oath. Finally, we must not forget the lifelong learning oath. This pillar is your commitment to continuous education. The world of personal finance is evolving, and it's vital to empower yourself with knowledge. Read books, take online courses, or engage with financial communities. Seek out mentors and consider financial literacy your new pursuit. I implore you, invest in yourself. The more informed you become, the sharper your financial acumen will be, and this knowledge will unleash your potential. Make it a goal to learn something new each week, whether it's about investing, budgeting, or even simply understanding the tweaks in economic trends. Be fearless in asking questions and unapologetic about your desire to increase your know-how. And remember, it's not just about knowing, it's about applying what you learn to your life. Create a financial improvement journal, where you track your progress, jot down valuable insights, and celebrate small victories, no matter how trivial they may seem. So, take a deep breath and remind yourself that every step you take toward implementing these 4 pillars makes you stronger. The very act of facing these difficult decisions head-on becomes an empowering journey in itself. The road ahead will not be without its challenges. It will demand grit and resolve. However, by adhering to this battle plan, the Dignity Fund, the No Debt Pact, the Compound Interest Rule, and the Lifelong Learning Oath, you will start erecting a solid foundation upon which your dreams can stand tall and secure. Visualize it, a sturdy structure built not of frivolous purchases and fading social validation, but rather one fostered from dignity and financial wisdom. As we move into the next block, brace yourself for the mental pivots you'll need to put this plan into action. It's time to fortify your resolve and set your sights on a brighter future, one filled with opportunity and empowerment. Stay with me. Your transformation is just around the corner. As we stand on the cusp of transformation, I want you to visualize the world around you. You may be wrestling with the demons of envy, the reflections of social pressure creeping in like unwanted shadows. Your neighbors, friends, or that so-called group you follow online, their lifestyles may seem like a constant reminder of your current reality. But I need you to remember this crucial truth. You have a choice. Right now, it's easy to summon those besetting feelings of inadequacy, the pangs of jealousy that sneak in when you see someone driving the latest luxury car or hosting lavish parties that whisper, "Look at me." Well, I'm here to provide a wake-up call. You are not defined by what others have. That's the heart of the battle you face, the relentless noise of social expectations that demands you conform to the flashy standards around you. But here lies the pivot. Recognize that this pressure is not your reality. It's a mirage, a trap designed to ensnare you further in debt and despair. And that's where most people get it wrong. They chase after the superficial, never realizing that the true power lies in finding peace and pride in the choices you make. As you embark on this journey of financial dignity, you will inevitably face the envy and judgment of those who don't comprehend your mission. Your commitment to avoiding debt and saving will no doubt draw curious glances and unsolicited advice. "Why don't you treat yourself?" they'll ask. "You only live once," they'll echo. And that's the crux of it, my friend. Your life isn't merely meant for living. It is a canvas where every decision paints a stroke of your financial future. It's okay to stand firm, to hold your ground amidst the swirling tides of social pressure. Reiterate your mission. "I am choosing a different path." When the urge arises to conform to the expectations set by those who cling tightly to fleeting luxury, remind yourself of the ultimate price, the erosion of your financial freedom. Imagine the relief of knowing that you are reclaiming your present and future, not through envy, but through discipline and resolve. As we pivot toward establishing armor against relapse, I want you to prepare a mental fortress, one that shields you from passive aggression, judgment, and misguided advice. Visualize how your future self will react: committed, focused, peaceful. You should channel the energy of determination and strength to stand firm against the allure of instant gratification. Be proactive in affirming the boundaries you're establishing. Prepare phrases to deflect the probing questions or criticisms you may encounter. Perhaps say, "I'm investing in my future," or "I'm on a path to achieving financial freedom." Simple yet powerful mantras remind you and those around you of your dedication. And as you navigate these challenging waters of envy and pressure, let's paint a picture of what lies ahead. Your sapai, future vision, crystal clear in the year 2026. Can you see it? Feel that serenity washing over you as you wake up each morning without the burdens of financial anxiety. Imagine sitting on your back porch, a warm cup of coffee in hand, unbothered by the ringing phone reminding you of unpaid bills. The air around you feels lighter, each breath pulling in empowerment, every exhale releasing the tension of worry. You've cultivated that dignity fund, and with it comes the knowledge that you have resources to weather any storms that may appear on the horizon. There's an unshakable sense of accomplishment rooted deep in your soul. Each day, you craft a narrative that tells of resilience, struggle, and triumph. A story built upon the solid foundation you've erected with the 4 pillars. You've embraced frugality, championed savings, built wealth through compound interest, and fostered continued learning. You stand rooted in dignity, surrounded by peace, armed with a plan woven through wise decisions and hard-won lessons. This future isn't merely a fantasy, it's an attainable reality, and it starts today. If you stay the course, keep your focus sharpened on your financial practices, you'll witness the transformative power within you. The 2026 version of yourself doesn't just exist in your imagination, it can become a palpable presence. Imagine inviting family to your home, not out of obligation to impress, but out of the joy of sharing meals and laughter, without the undercurrent of financial stress. Picture your friends gathering in celebration of the small successes you've achieved, appreciative of your dedication. No envy, no judgments, just a shared understanding of the journey you've embarked upon. As this future unfolds, consider how you will feel on that fateful day in 2026, when the world may be facing turbulence and uncertainty. While others scramble, you will find solace in the knowledge that you've prepared for the worst. Your dignity fund will stand firm, a refuge against a world fraught with chaos. You will embody a sense of peace that radiates outward, inviting others to learn from your story, wishing they had taken notes along the way. This realization is what I want you to anchor yourself to, the knowledge that sacrifice equals growth, that your diligence will reap rewards. Prepare for the worst, because it's your actions today that equip you for that inevitable future uncertainty. So take a moment to internalize all that lies ahead. Your mental pivot begins here and now. Refuse to allow envy to dictate your decisions. Instead, let the clarity of your vision empower you. Now, as you stand poised for this journey toward your future, gird yourself against any thoughts of relapse. Embrace the resolve that the 2026 you will make choices today. Hold firm against societal nonsense. Uphold the tenets of dignity, and step forward boldly. The road may be cluttered with challenges, but I assure you, it also holds the promise of a peaceful, free, and dignified future, awaiting your arrival. Together, we're paving the way toward your transformation. Remember, your narrative is yours to craft. Stand tall in your commitment to change, and let that vision guide every step you take. Stay with me. The culmination of your efforts is just around the corner. In closing, let's take a moment to absorb everything we've navigated together. The brutal realities, the tactical solutions, the dreams that are teetering on the edge of hope. You've stood on the precipice of financial despair, gazed into the abyss, and yet here you are, contemplating an actionable way forward. Thank you for sharing your time with me. It's valuable, as precious as the very air you breathe, and your willingness to engage in the hard truth speaks volumes about your resolve to reclaim what's rightfully yours. And with that, let me ask you, what are you willing to do? What sacrifices are you ready to make to ensure you're not just a footnote in the annals of financial history, but a protagonist in your own story? A story of triumph, dignity, and freedom. This isn't a moment for complacency, it's a challenge. Take stock of your life. Reflect on the implications of Warren Buffett's $381 billion warning. Prepare for the worst in 2026. This isn't simply a mantra to ponder. It's your call to action. As you look toward the horizon of your future, know that 2026 is closer than you think. The sands of time are slipping through your fingers, and the decisions made today will echo in every tomorrow you encounter. Let's not sugarcoat it. The world will continue to change, and with those changes often come unforeseen challenges, financial upheavals, societal pressures, economic crises. Are you prepared to face the storm? The power lies within you to navigate these turbulent waters, to prepare, adapt, and emerge stronger. Should you choose inaction, the reality is stark. The chains of regret will grow heavier, a relentless weight that will stifle your potential for freedom. When you wake up tomorrow, I implore you to look at that mirror and confront the person staring back. Who are you? Will you face the challenges head-on? Will you refuse to be a victim of your circumstances and instead become the architect of your destiny? And that's where many falter. They allow the nightmarish grip of shame and fear to dictate their path. So, what is it that you truly want? Is it a life filled with quiet desperation? Or do you long for the dignity that comes from financial independence? The choice is yours alone to make. But let me emphasize, you must act. Remember the 4 pillars we established: the Dignity Fund, the No Debt Pact, the Compound Interest Rule, and the Lifelong Learning Oath. These are not mere concepts, they are tools, powerful instruments in your arsenal against despair. And that's where most people get it wrong. They think they can mull over their financial chaos while life passes them by and not take the necessary steps to forge a new path. But you have already made the choice to engage, to seek the light. As we part ways, hold on tightly to this vision of your future. Picture it vividly. It's 2026, and you are not paralyzed by self-doubt or anxiety, but empowered by your choices. You wake each day rooted in certainty, not fear, knowing that you have built a life worth living. I want to leave you with wisdom that speaks profoundly to the essence of our journey. As the Stoics taught, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Challenge yourself to step beyond your fears. Work deliberately, hold yourself accountable, and remember that every moment spent crafting your future is a testament to your commitment. With dignity and humility, thank you for allowing me to guide you through this intense exploration of your financial reality. Know that the journey is ongoing and that you have the strength within to conquer any obstacle in your path. So take that resolve with you into the world. Step into the light of your possibilities as you embrace the bold choices you are about to make. Your life is deserving of respect, of freedom, and of dignity. The future is unwritten, and it starts here. Commit, act, and prepare for the brighter path that lies ahead. And with that final thought, I wish you courage and clarity on this journey. Let's fade into the shadows with the promise of a new dawn, one where you emerge not as a casualty of circumstance, but as a triumphant warrior in a world that awaits your brilliance.